And welcome in. We have TJ pitching here for the Guardians as he walks Mac and strikes out John here in the top of the first. We got 1 on, 1 out. Ricky at the plate. And he'll see ball 3. Nick rips one to Dan, scoops it, flips to first, and secures the second out. 2 on. And, well, 2 on now as Mac walks. 2 on. John flips one in the air. TJ secures it. And he gets out of the inning unscathed. 0-0 here in the bottom of the first. TJ leads off. Takes one. Dan's on as well. We got 2 on. And that's 3 straight walks to start the bottom of the first. Derek rips one to right. Scooped by Nick. The flip. And secures it. We got 1 out, bases loaded. TJ's up. What can you do here? And there's a salami to start the game. Bottom of the first inning. It is 4-0 with 1 away. Dan rips one down to the line. Can it get there? And that is a triple as it reaches the fence. A man on third, 1 out. Dave to the plate. John. The delivery. And sends one to the chimney. It's another 2. That'll make it 6-0. 1 away here in the bottom of the first. Gardner wears one to the rib cage. TJ back up. Salamied here at his last at bat. Got 2 ducks on the pond, 1 away. Oh, man, and he is on fire. That'll be a 2-run shot. 2-run shot, I believe, making it 8-0. Dan back in the box. Swings, rips one, and that'll hit off the fence. Back-to-back triples for Dan. Dave to Rick. Scoops, flips, and secures the second out. Gardner flies one and foul as that will conclude the bottom of the first. Top of the second as Ricky walks for his second time. Nick takes a rip, and that's a 2-run shot. 2-run shot there for Nick. Unreal. Here we go. Mac, top of the order. Swings down the line, and Dave can get there before it stops moving. Flicks it to TJ, secures it. 1 away. John. And he'll foul out. Ricky takes a swing to Dave. Back to TJ. And they secure the third and final out of the second inning. Not before they strike and get 2. TJ wears one to the shoulder as he's now on board. Dan takes a big swing and a miss. That'll be out number 1 here in the second inning. Dave. Big cut. Flips it off the ground, and then Nick will bobble it. That'll put 2 on here, 1 away in the second inning. Gardner. Big swing, high drive, right field. And Nick will secure it. Can he convert it for 2? And by Gardner's reaction, he just missed it. TJ back up. Big swing, and he's just a little early as he whiffs. And that will be 3 outs there. Top 3, Nick. Big swing. Scooped. Flipped. Finished. Nice job. So they get their first. They collect their first out of the inning. Mac, top of the order, and swing. High drive, deep, right field. Dan will corral it. Got 2 away here in the third. John rips one. Foul. And that will be his second foul once again as they get out of the third inning. Into the bottom of the third. Dan. John, the windup. Flips, and he gets Dan. He's starting to heat up now that he's back-to-back strikeouts. Got Dave. Watches one on the inside corner. That'll be strike 3 as he's retired. We've got 2 outs here. Bottom 3, Gardner watches one as he walks. We got a man on. TJ watches one. And he will walk as well. We've got 2 on. I think one away. Oh, two away, I guess. Yep, and that'll be the third as we head into the top of the fourth inning. Can they close it? Rick, big rip to center, but Gardner's there. Fields it clean, flips it to TJ, and that's the first out of the inning. Nick at the plate. TJ, the windup. Oh, and he gets him on the second foul tip. That'll be two away here. Down to their last life. Mac rips one deep right field. And that ball is out of here. That is a solo shot there for Mac. John keeping him alive. Oh, and he cannot do it. Swing and a miss as we finish up with game one. Now, TJ leading off again for game two. Big swing rip, and that's off the top of the fence in center for a leadoff triple against Ricky here. The Guardians starting to find some rhythm. Dan. Ooh, just a bit late as Ricky whizzes one by him. We got one on, one away here. Man on third. Dave, swing. Identical shot to TJ's. He's got himself a triple as well. That'll bring a run aboard. He's now 1-0. In game two, Gardner steps up into the box. Still looking for his first hit. Oh, and Ricky snipes the bottom of the zone. Now we've got two away here, one on. TJ back up, tripled in his first at bat here against Rick. As he fixes the zone, steps back up into the box. See if we can extend the lead here. Ricky, the delivery. Big swing. Wow, and he rips that one to the short porch in left. It is now 3-0. Dan. Ooh, big ripper. And he's over on third now with another triple. That's his third triple of the day. Dave, swing. Rolls one to Nick as he flips it back to Ricky. And that will be 3 away there. But not before they collect 3. Bottom of the first as Dan will walk Mac. John. Swing and a miss. That's 1 out. 1 on. Ricky. Watches one. Sails it way high. And Ricky's on. Nick's up. 2 on, 1 out. And he delivers with a big shot to left center field. That will tie this thing up. Mac watches one low. What a leadoff hitter he is. Man on. John watches one. That'll be 2 on. Ricky. Oh, and Dan drops the hammer on the outside part of the plate. That's a big out. They needed that there. They really needed that with Nick. Homered in his last at bat. Dan, the windup. And Nick's just a little early as he whiffs, and Dan will get out of that jam here with only 3 runs across. Derek, early again. TJ, big swing and a miss as Ricky gets him. And Dan back on up. See if he can help his own cause here. Now that we are tied at 3s. Oh, chases another high slider. Up and in. And that will bring us into the bottom of the second inning. Mac rolls one. TJ scoops it. Flips. Secured for out number 1. John. And he will tip another one back. As we now have 2 away. Ricky watches one low. Man on for Nick. Can he deliver? Not with that pitch. We've got 2 on. 2 away. Mac. Swing and a miss on the inside cheese as that'll get him out of the bottom of the second inning. Top 3. Dave leading us off. Ricky, the windup. Oh, just a bit late. Gets a piece. Secures it. Flips to Rick. That'll be the first out of the inning. Gardner Oh, as he watches one just kiss the end of the plate. Ricky 2 away here. TJ up. Blasts one over the pavilion there in left field. They now hold a 1-run lead. Dan chases another one. Ricky with that riser. When it's working, it's working. There we go. John, bottom 3. Takes a walk. It's a man on. Ricky sits on that one. Not going to make a mistake on that again as he homers. Gives them a 1-run lead. Nice job, Rick. Let's see what Nick can do here. Base is empty. 1 away. Or none away, I guess. Oh, sends one to right field. A rare opposite field home run for Nick as he builds on top of that momentum. Mac, as he flips the scoreboard. Watches one. Slide away from him. It's another man on. John, what can he do here? Watches one as he got buckled by Dan. There's another out there for Dan. And that'll bring Ricky back up to the plate, the opposing pitcher here. It's a 1-run lead. Swing high. And Dave will secure it. Throw it. Oh. Didn't quite hit there. So it'll now be 2 outs. Another life. What can you do? Nick. Oh, catches one to the inner thigh. He's now aboard. That'll bring us to the top of the order. Mac, what do you got for us? As they try to get on the same page here. Dan. Mac in the Sheffield stance. Rips one. Left field. Oh! It's foul. But awesome effort there. Chasing that down was Dave. And Mac gets on top of it and just misses. That'll get Dan out of the inning there. Alright, and they'll have a chance here in the bottom. Or I guess this is the top of the 4th. Ricky. Big swing. High cut. And oh! Mac can't quite hold on. So we've now got a runner aboard, and that could cost him. Gardner in the box with a man on, nobody out. Big swing, and that's a foul ball, and by the looks of it, that is the first out of the inning. As Ricky flips it around, top of the order here. TJ sends one the opposite way, but it's foul. And that must be his second. I wish we could see that on instant replay. It must have been close. Dan, can he help his own cause here with the tying run? Lifts one high, deep, over the pavilion as he sticks his bat up. Changes the board. We've got ourselves a tie ball game here. Guardians as the visiting team ties things up. We're knotted at 6s. Gardner, ecstatic. He waves his hands up in the air like he just don't care. Dave, swing just gets underneath it as Ricky gets out of the jam. But we are tied. They are not out of the fight yet. Dan to John. John just underneath it. Just underneath it as they flip it around. They got 1 away here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Rick just walks as he thought he might have been out. Got 1 on, 1 out. Big swing there by Nick as he goes digging for that and can't quite connect as he will whiff. That will be the second out. Mac. Big swing and he gets over top of it. Dan's got them all guessing here. Mac. That will be. This brings us into extras. Gardner. Ooh, also gets over top of it. And they've got 1 away. It's become quite the pitcher's duel late in the game here. TJ back in the box. Oh, the little glitch there, and he will whiff. Big cut there as he can't quite time that one up. The opposing pitcher once again, after some heroics to tie it up there. With 2 away. Let's see what he's got here in extras. He'll send one high. Oh, and Ricky will corral it. And that will be the 3rd and final out of the inning. Dan to John. John watches one low as he's aboard. Good eye. Ricky rolls one. TJ calls him off. Can he convert? The flip. Close. Initially called miss. Booth review. And he gets it. Looks like he's secured it as it goes just over the goal post and past the yarn and the string, which will give them the double play. We've got 2 away here. Nick, as he will walk. Mac sends one high, and Dan will secure it himself as they are now moving on once again. We've got another inning of baseball. Top 6. Dave just gets underneath it as he wishes he could have that one back. Gardner takes a breath. Settles in. Ricky. The delivery. Low. Big swing. Gardner, once again, not happy. Rick to TJ. Rolls one. Oh, did he touch it? I don't know. Oh, flips. What happened there? Oh, my God. And they confidently secure it. And that's the 3rd and final out of the inning. Dan to John. John just underneath it again. After about 9 beers going into the 2nd. Makes it difficult to see the ball, but, you know, we love the attempt. Ricky, big rip, and he will send that into the night as that will end Game 2. As Nick and TJ exchanged pleasantries going into Game 3. What a great series we have here. Knotted up at ones. Derek to Mac. Just misses on the inside part of the plate as he will be aboard. Got one on. Derek to John. Swings. Rips one. Dan boots it. Got 2 on. Rick. High ball. Should be caught. Oh, and that's a bloop. That is a bloop double, I believe. That should bring one across. Nick sends one to the pavilion. That'll do some damage there as they've now got 3 across. Mac swings, rolls one. Gardner calls off TJ as he corrals it. Taps the mound, secures out. Number 2. I think. John swings just over top. Well, I guess that is out number 2 as they flip it around. And Ricky in the top of the 1st. Swing, rolls one to Dan. Can he hold on? He does to Derek. And that will get them out of the 1st inning. But not before 4 runs come across the board. Rolls one. TJ. Oh, identical to the end of last play. Secures it. He's hitting it up the middle, but just not hard enough as they're able to field it properly. Nick to Dan. Dan swings, rolls one, and it's off his foot. As his luck might have turned, we've now got a man on. Man on here in the bottom of the 1st. Dave settles in. Watches one. Nail the zone as now they've got 2 away. Gardner with a chance to chip into the lead here. And just gets underneath it. That'll put them back into the field. 4-0. Gardner and Nick will not miss those. A hanging slider. Top of the zone as he puts that one into the second deck. And now I guess it's 4-0. I can't really see. I think it's now 4-0. And Mac watches one as he is in disbelief that caught the zone. One away. John rolls one. Dave takes his time, settles it in. They've got 2 away. TJ, nice grab there. Rick watches one way high. 1 on, 2 away. Big swing and another home run to the opposite field for Nick. He is soaring today. Do not poke that bear. Mac. Swing. Lifts one. Dave grabs it. And that will take us out of the inning. As we are now in the, I want to say bottom of the second inning. Dan rips one. Single. Maybe a double. Tough to tell from back here. I do have the score sheet in front of me somewhere. Dave rolls one. Ricky secures it, the flip. And they got it. Or the Mac. Yeah, I think it was Mac. Yep. Tough to see with that light. Gardner settles back in. Rips one. Man, was he due. Nice job, Derek, as he adjusts the scoreboard. TJ aboard. Dan watches one. We've got 2 on. What can Dave do here? Oh, they're loaded here for Gardy. As he gets hit. Walks one in. Now 3-4. TJ. Oh, and he's early as he'd like to have that one back, and he can't even get a piece of it. Dan will step up. See what he can do here with them loaded. Same as TJ. Gets him with the change. They still trail 1. Derek floats one. Ricky rips one. And that's a 2-run shot. Not looking good here for the Guardians. Not looking good for the Guardians. They could really use an out here as Nick steps up. Nobody on. Flips one. Gardner secures it. It's 1 away. Max in the box. And can't quite get it. 2 away. John. Oh, Gardner with his signature moon pitch. Gets himself out of the jam. Let's see if there's life. I believe this might be bottom 4. They secure 1. And Dave is retired. Maybe this is the 3rd. I don't know. We'll find out. Gardner, after homering to right his last at bat, rips one. John secures it. Nick with the nifty play. That's 2 away. And then TJ steps on up. I believe this is the 3rd inning. Big rep. And it's off the top of the fence. That's a triple. As we've got 1 aboard here. Nick. Dan sends one into the bleachers out and left. We might just have ourselves a tie game. Yep. With a 2-run shot, it's now 6-6. Oh! Did they take a lead here? They might have. Or might be tied. I cannot see the scoreboard. Gardner rolls one to John. Oh. They give it to him in continuation as he stumbles with the dew coming in as we are now approaching midnight. That will end the inning. Gardner to Ricky as he can't quite get around to it. Up and in. Gardner sits him down as they toss it around the horn. The Bear, Nick, reaches for one. Dan secures it. Oh. And he bobbled it. All right. We've got one on, one out. Mac rolls one. Gardner with the effort. He's on it, moving on contact. We love it to see it. Mac, another shot. Rolls one once again. Gardner scoops it clean. Can he convert it? And that's a double play. They get out of it unscathed. The fist pump there. TJ, nobody on. Big swing and a drive. Oh, and John secures it at the wall. It's one away here. Nick with the scare. Survives it. Dan steps into the box. Twirls the bat. Watches one in. First pitch rip. And that is over the fence and out of here. As they now take a 1-run lead. Dave watches one. Bounce. And it's low. Got a man on for Gardner. Watches one. As he is now aboard. TJ ducks on the pond. Boom. That should be a walk-off right there as they were down 2, and that's a 3-run shot. Walk-off. 3-run homer for TJ as Nick hangs his hat as they head into game number 4. Down in the series, 2-1. Mac to TJ, leading off. Rips one, high and deep. Pulse squats as that is into the neighbor's yard. Deep part of the field. He is feeling it. 1-0. Dan sends one. Oh, and Ricky snares it out of the skies. What would have been back-to-back homers by the Altamari brothers is just the one as Dan gets snared by Rick. The boys dap him up as he made solid contact, and Mac sends one. Oh! Sends a message as he nails Dave right in the chin. Gardner digs, pops one out of the yard once again. He is really seeing the ball well now. Should be 3-0. Although it says 2 on the scoreboard. A 2-run shot there for Gardner plus TJ's, and he rips another one. Oh my God, he's got back-to-back homers this game. 2 solo shots. 4-0. Let it be known that the scoreboard got confumbled, and TJ doesn't know what the score is himself. He even changed it, made it 3. Dan rolls out, and he does not seem to care. He thinks he's got it in the bag. Well, we'll see if that comes back to bite him later. Dave sends one to the wall. Oh, and it's bobbled by John, so that will make it a triple. They are really starting to dig in here as they can end the series. Although it is just the first inning, and they did give away yet another run by forgetting to change the score. Oh, John stumbles, but he collects himself, flips it, and that'll be another out. And Mac is retired as Dave starts off the bottom of the first strong. John, in disbelief as that catches the bottom inside part of the zone. They've got 2 away here in the bottom of the first. Ricky takes a cut. TJ hops up, stops it from leaving the yard, but he cannot hold on right off the fingertips. That'll just be a triple there. Nick wears one to the hip as he's been getting pelted. Mac with 2 on. Man on third and first as he swings high, deep drive, and that ball is out of here. A 3-run shot for Mac. That'll be his first of the day. or second. Yeah, I believe it's his second. He hit one off of TJ as well. My apologies, Mac. John. Ooh, nice change up there by Dave. John can't quite track it. TJ. Oh, he went around and he knew it. Got caught reaching, young blood. And then, once again, Mac is really starting to find his rhythm as he sits down the Altamari brothers. Dave. See what he's got in store. Watches one as he's aboard. Gardner. Rolls one to left. Nick secures it. Flips. That's 3 away as we head into the bottom of the second inning. Ricky skies one to TJ. Secures it. Flips it. We're around the horn as Nick now steps up to the box. Big rip, and that's off his foot, and that will be a foul ball to end his at-bat and bring back Mac to the box. Got a Mac in the box, swing and a miss, and that will be the side. Awesome job there by Dave, working quick. TJ versus Mac. Takes another swing as he's just underneath it. Dan also taking a big hack, but can't quite time it up. Mac's now got 2 strikeouts here in the top of the third. Dave wears another one to the jaw as he is on Gardner with the chance here. Ooh, as he skirts out of the way. We've now got 2 on for TJ. What can he do here? Watches one. Oh, sends it, but too little, too late. As he is not quite out, as he'll still have another shot at it. Yeah, another shot at it here as he thought he was out. It's not unlike TJ to forget where he's at and what the count is and what planet he's on. So he'll step back up, try to recalibrate and focus back in here as he hits a inconsequential home run. Mac, the windup. TJ fouls it, and he's now out as he sheathes his sword and heads out into the field. John. Oh, wow, that was a great pitch by Dave there. I don't know if anybody could have hit that. It looked like it was going right in as it tails right out of the zone. Great pitch there, Dave. Ricky into the box. Their team down. Ricky skies one. To Dan, secures it. Nick. Skies another one. Can Dan hold on? And he does. 3 away. So we head into the top of the 4th inning. Dan, big cut. Can't hang on. Dave. Just underneath it. Mac is feeling it. He is really feeling it, Mr. Krabs. He is really feeling it. Gardner. Big swing and a miss as he would love to have that back. So they head into the bottom of the 4th inning. Mac rolls one. 1 away. John wears it. Ricky, 1 on. Rolls one. TJ secures it. It's 2 away. And 1 on here. Nick rolls one to TJ. Once again, drops to a knee, secures it, flips it. That'll be the side. As we are maybe tied, even though that did come to bite him. TJ rolls one. He knew it immediately as Ricky does not miss those. They've got 1 away. Remember, the Guardians should be up. Dan, swing and a miss. This extra inning should not even be happening. Oh, Dave for the 3rd time gets getting hit right in the face. Sees a board. Gardner, can he make him pay? Mac just does not want to pitch to him here, huh? Can you blame him? Gardner's been hot. Rolls one. TJ to Ricky. Oh, Ricky cannot hang on. Or he does. Okay. So it looks like he did hang on there as they exit the inning. Mac, check swing. Dave secures it. But they both review it, and it seems as though they want to take that one there. So they will they'll consider that an error and put Mac on. All right. Got one on. John, nobody out. Swing, rolls one. TJ to his right. Flips to Dave. Secures it as he could have probably went for two. If he had known there was a man on, I guess he thought he was out. Poor communication there. Ricky rolls one. TJ. Can he do it? The conversion just misses as Gardner, in anticipation of him making that throw, which he should have made, he misses. Nick. Skies one. TJ. Ranges to his right as he secures it. He'll get out of the inning. A couple mishaps there and no damage done. Dan. Nobody out, and he gets under it again, swinging for the moon. It's a beautiful cut, though. Beautiful cut, just couldn't connect. Dave whips one high. Nick tracks it down with a hop, skip, and a jump, and they will secure out number 2. Gardner getting loose. He has a feeling something's coming here as he loosens up the thoracic spine. Digs in. Mac. The windup. Wastes no time as Gardner deposits one into right. That will tie things up here. TJ steps up into the box. It's been cold here. 0 for his last 4. Gets a piece. Gardner's got something to say. He's got some intel. As he's just went yard. Maybe he's got some information for TJ. We'll see how it works out for him. Whips one to left, and that's a home run. As Gardner delivers some information there. A Bohm or a Harper to Bohm-like connection between the two, it seems. As that will give them a 1-run padding here in extras. They could really use it. Dan steps into the box. Rips one. Nick collects it. Flips. And they will secure the 3rd out of the inning. Mac whips one. He's got a deposit of his own as he's now tied up this ball game. I wasn't paying attention, didn't see what happened there. Probably a home run. I think it was a home run. We're tied up. John. Yep, that was a homer. Great rip, Nick. Sorry I didn't commentate on that one. It's tough to balance the music here and look down. John strikes out. Rick rips one. As that one's gone. Do they have a 1-run lead? I believe they have a 1-run lead. Or it's tied. I should really know what's going on. Yep. As they tack another one on. What is that? It looks like it is 7 to 8. Nick skies one. TJ corrals it at the fence on his fingertips. Shows off to Gardner how close that was to being dropped. Glad they didn't. We can laugh about it now. Mac, after homering in his last at-bat, watches one. He's on. John. Swing and a miss. And that will be the inning. Let's see what we can do here. Dan takes one. Dave takes a rip, takes a hack. Pissed, can't quite send it over the rafters. Gardner rips one. So we've got 2 outs here. TJ up to the plate as he converses there with Derek. And he calls him in for a pinch hit. Gardner wants another piece. He's been seeing Mac well, even though TJ's got 3 homers off him. We'll see what Gardner can do here. Settles in, looks balanced, watches one. That's all right. We take one here as he whips it back, settles back in. Mac, the delivery. Gardner rips one real hard, but just into the ground so they can secure it and lock down the final out here. As we are still tied. Still tied. Dave walks Rick there. Nick steps up with a man on. Hammers one. TJ off the one hop. Clean pick. Clean pick. As they've now got 1 away, 1 on. Mac. As he walks. Now got 2 on. John. As he watches that one hit the bottom of the zone. That's 2 on, 2 out. And Ricky flips over some of the some balls there. See if we can get out of the jam. Dave, the windup. And Ricky says good night as he has a walk-off of his own there. Wow, deep shot. That'll bring us on to game number 5. Game number 5, as we are knotted at 2s, even though the Guardians did actually have a 4-run first inning, not third. Just saying. Just saying. TJ will start us off here as they roll, and he scoots out of the way. Gardner, while it's moving in transition, the flip as they collect out number 1 here in the 5th inning showdown, or the bullpen game as the boys like to call it. TJ to John, whips one. John just over top of it as he collects his 2nd out. Ricky with a chance to do some early damage here. Ooh, as he just misses the top of the zone. 1 on, 2 out to Nick. Oh, he just misses the bottom of the zone. Can't quite buy a bucket. And Dan steals one from Mac as he would have had a 3-run shot. But instead, TJ's out of this with no runs given up. John walks. The first batter he faces. The second. Dave. As he walks as well. That's bases loaded here for Gardner in the bottom of the 1st in the elimination game. Gardner with a good eye as he'll walk a run in. TJ. Another salami, but nope. Takes one as he wears it. Another run across. Dan watches one. Another run across. That's 3 aboard. Dave with a big swing and a miss. That's out number 1. Bases should still be loaded. Gardner whips one high. Center field. Caught. Can he convert? As he just misses. They've still got 2 away. Or, since it was a triple, the run scores. TJ. Oh, and another run. As he pops one up to the pitcher, they can't quite connect and corral it. It should be 4 or 5-0 here in the 1st. With 2 outs. Dan. Big swing and a miss. As they are now out of the jam. On to the bottom of the 1st inning. Dan takes us into the 2nd as he strikes John out for out number 1. Ricky. Oh, Dan drops the hammer. Just like in game 2, Ricky would love another crack at that. Nick eyes him up, bounces in, rolls one, up the middle. TJ collects it. For Gardner. Nice. That is 3 away. Gardner Up against Rick here. Bottom of the second. As he walks. That'll be the first walk Ricky's given up all game. TJ. Skies one. Deposits it into left. He'll tack on 2 more. Should be 6 or 7 to nothing. Dan. Rips one. To Nick. As they collect it out. Nobody on. 2 out, 2 across in this inning. Dave takes a big hack. His head comes off it. We now have 2 away. Gardner. Ricky. Rolls one. Gets out of the way. Dodges it. And Nick scoops it up and flips it as we now head into the top of the 3rd inning. Gardner on the hill. Or is this the bottom? I think this is the bottom. I don't know anymore. I'm losing my mind as that is out number 1 of this 3rd inning. John rips one to left. TJ with an acrobatic dive and a roll. Can he hang on? Oh, he could not survive the ground as it was in and out of his hand. What a play. What a play. He would love to have that back. And John, another life here. Can he deliver? Gardner. Oh, and he catches him with another moon pitch. John's pissed. I don't blame him. That's tough. Ricky, nowhere close as he is on. Nick, with a chance here. Make up some ground. Skies one. Gardner collects it. And that's 3 outs. Gardner whips one. That might be his deepest shot of the night. That is now in the center of Cherry Blossom Road in beautiful and historic Churchville, Pennsylvania. TJ taps in 5. Nick, get some guessing with a looping slider. Dan's now up, nobody on. 1 out as he walks. We've got 1 aboard. Dave, nonchalant, takes a whip, gets a piece, but he's got a couple fouls there. That'll be 2 away as Nick tosses the pearl aboard. Here we go. Gardner with 2 away. Big rip to right. Oh, as it bounces off the wall, that's a triple and should be a run scored. Beautiful. TJ whips one high. And it's secured by John. That'll be the 3rd out, but not before they score once again. And a beautiful pitch there by Dave as he gets Mac looking with a sidewinder. Catches the inside part of the zone. It's a tough spot to hit. John rips one high. Oh, Dave gets a little cocky there as it hits off the heel of his hand. Rick rolls one. TJ to his right. Scoops, flips, delivers. That's 2 away. And Nick will make him pay for that costly error, as that will be a 2-run shot. Dave with 2 outs here. Mac tacks him on. TJ collecting the ball. Mac up. Whips one to right. Dan can't quite hang on. A bloop single. They've got another runner aboard. John with 2 away. And he absolutely demolishes a ball over the picnic table. Another 2-run shot for the opposition here in this elimination game. Ricky catches one up and in. Dave taking it out. Let's see what Nick can do here. Oh no, TJ doesn't even move. That's his 2nd of the inning. That was a long fly ball, as that is yet another 2-run homer. That is 6 runs across here, all with 2 outs. Mac as he is out, and they cannot quite deliver here with only 1 run needed to tie it up and send that into extras. The boys exchange pleasantries live from Gardner Park. That was Game 5. We hope to see you next week in a 3-on-3 matchup, tail of the tape, where we have Dave, Nick, and TJ versus Gardy, Rick, and Mac. See you on the next one.